Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for January the 25th. Hard to believe January's almost gone already. We're going to be pulling one card for each sign, so if you know about your planetary placements, you can get quite a little bit of juice out of a quickie reading like this. I want to thank you all for being here. I do appreciate that. Lots of things you could be doing with your time, and I appreciate that you're here. We do have our contest still running, so if you would like to participate, put a comment down below this video. I think we're ready. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Aries, you're up first. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. This is interesting energy for you, Aries, but I think that you're going to be doing something to nurture or encourage somebody emotionally. You may be letting them know how you feel about them, giving them some kind of gift or a card, something like that. But I just feel like you are using your emotions to encourage somebody to keep going is what I'm hearing. Okay, next up, let's look at Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the Death card showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that you have a situation where you know there's a change that you would like to make in your life, and you know that it would bring definite improvement, at least in one area of your life. But I think you're hesitating on making that change, Taurus. And part of the reason that you're hesitating is because you don't know how that change is going to impact the other parts of your life. And so just kind of holding off out of that fear. Here's what you need to know about this card, Taurus. This card indicates a change that doesn't just impact one part of your life, but several, and all of them for the better. So if you can embrace this change and move forward with it, you'll be in a much better place much more quickly than if you kick against it. Okay, so that's for Taurus. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Justice card showing up for Gemini. So Gemini, this is interesting because it's coming through to me in a different way psychically than what it usually does. So this is basically telling me that you are receiving your karma for the seeds that you have planted. I'm a big believer in seed time and harvest. You have to plant the seeds before you get the harvest. Geminis, I think you've been planting some kind of seeds and just waiting for when that harvest is going to come back. And with one card, I don't know what area of your life you've been planting this in, whether it's personal, whether it's business, if it's a family situation, but something where you have been putting in energy or effort, now that's coming back to you. And Geminis, I feel like this is good karma. I don't feel like this is bad karma. A lot of times people, when they talk about karma, they only think of the negative karma, negative version. But karma is just our reward for what we have done previously. So if we did something good, that reward is good. If we did something ugly, then that reward is ugly. But I feel like Gemini is for you, at least for most of you. This is good. This is good feedback on what you've already expended and invested in. Okay. All right, so let's look at Cancer. Cancers, you guys have the High Priestess. This just tells me that you're definitely going to be paying attention to your intuition today. For a few of you, you may be going somewhere to get a reading. And if you do, please remember me. But I think that for the majority of you, actually, this is talking about your own psychic abilities coming more into your awareness in a bigger way today. All right, so that's Cancer. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leo, we have the King of Clubs showing up in reverse. Leo, this is telling me that you're not really feeling very enthused about something that you're actually doing today. Something that I think you're doing something that you've been doing for a while, but it's kind of lost your interest now. It's become a little bit more ho-hum than what you like. Okay, next up, let's look at Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Devil card showing up in reverse. The Devil in reverse is just telling me that you are facing some type of fear, addiction, or obsession, or temptation today, and you're giving it the 1-2 knockout punch with that Devil card in reverse. For some of you Virgos, I think you may even be kind of surprised at at your response to this and how you're not actually giving in to whatever this is for you. We like that. Next up is what? Libra, right? Yes. So Libra, you've got the Three of Cups showing up on the table here. This is just telling me that you are spending some enjoyable time with a friend or friends today. This can be online, but it also can be in person just as easily. Scorpio, ho, Scorpio, ho. Two of Clubs showing up in reverse. This tells me that we have a decision to make today. We have a choice between at least two options, if not more. All of the options are actually good, but we're having a hard time deciding which way we want to go, because whatever we choose means that whatever we don't choose gets put on the back burner, at least for a while. And I think we're having a hard time figuring out what we want to prioritize and put on that front burner. All right, so that's Scorpios. Next up, Sagittarius. Two of Cups showing up for you guys. This tells me that there is some kind of attraction happening in your life today. It could be a person that you're feeling attracted to. It could also be a project, a hobby, something that you're participating in, etc. But I like this card because it just talks about looking forward to and enjoying whatever or whoever this is. Okay, so next up, let's look at Capricorn. Capricorns, you guys have the Eight of Coins showing up in reverse. Just means that you're not getting any kind of work done today. So whatever you have on the schedule as far as work, you may want to set up a backup plan on when you're going to actually accomplish this. Whether this is working for money, working for a volunteer program, working around the house, even doing shadow work sometimes will show up on this for me. So this really talks about just work just is not getting accomplished. All right, and that was Capricorn. Next up, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, you've got the King of Coins showing up here. This just tells me that you have some resources that you have already earned. They are already yours, and now you are strategizing what you're going to do with those resources today. Maybe even putting something in place to help you with following through on that strategy. And last but certainly not least, our Mer people, the Pisces. Ace of Cups showing up in reverse. Now this is a card that tells me that somebody is showing you their true colors, and now that you've seen their true colors, you're kind of kicking them off of that pedestal that you had them on, Pisces. You're starting to realize that, oh, wait, they're human too, darn it. We all kind of go through this about the age somewhere between 8 and 12 with our parents, where we thought that they were just, you know, in charge of everything, and then we realize maybe not. Maybe they have flaws too, and it's a little bit of a disappointment. They come down off of that pedestal. It's usually about the time that we go into our mode where we know everything and parents know nothing, just because there's this one thing that took them off the pedestal. So that's what this is like for you, Pisces. Somebody is showing their true colors, and you're realizing that they are not Wonder Woman and not Superman at all, and they're human and can have flaws just like the rest of us. Okay, so that's what we've got for today, everybody. Thank you very much for being here and for supporting me with all the comments, of course, for the contest and the shares and the likes. And of course, also thank you for booking private readings and Reiki sessions and Reiki candles with me. All of you guys' support is what makes it possible for me to keep doing what I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.